Hey guys, this is David. How we all doing tonight? Hey, today we're going to be taking a little bit closer look at the case I've talked about in my other videos, the Corsair 200R. It's just going to be kind of an overview and my thoughts on why it's the best case for 50 bucks. Hope you enjoy. Stay tuned. Y'all, it's David. Hey, like I said in the intro, today we're going to be taking a little bit of a closer look at the Corsair 200R case. If you watch my other videos, you know I consider this to be the best case for the money at $50. It ain't the best case the money can buy, but for 50 bucks, I think you can't go wrong with the case. Today I want to go over some of the features of it and kind of explain to you why I think it's the best case for $50. And if you want a budget, $50 is a good price point to be building in a case. So let's get started, shall we? Well, looking at the front of the case, it's a nice plain black case. Ain't not a whole lot going on with it. I mean, it looks good in the business environment, it looks good in the home. It don't have a bunch of flames or a bunch of plastic on it, which is nice. You got 3 5¼ inch bays. So looks like one pop out a little bit there. Imagine that. Okay, you have 2 USB 3s. You have a microphone in. You have a headphone out. Reset. Your power and LED. Hard drive LED. Your power button. Your power switch. That's pretty well it for the front. Like I said, you know, it's a nice looking case. It goes good in a business environment, goes good in the home. It ain't all flashy, it ain't all plasticed up. Here's your vents for your intake. Okay, let's take the side pan off. And we'll get into the meat and potatoes of it. Yeah, your thumb screws do come all the way out, so make sure you put them someplace. Don't want to lose those. You slide the panel back. Yeah, nice tight flat panel, so it's nice. There we go. Slide back about an inch and come off. As you can tell in this side panel, you can fit additional 2 120s or 2 140 fans in the side, which is nice. That goes right over top your graphics card if you have a hot running graphics card. I took this out earlier. This was in one of these bays down here. Okay, that was shoved all the way back in there. There we go. You just pull out the tab, pull it out. That's the accessory box. We'll get into that here in a minute. Alright, inside the case, first thing to notice, all the edges are round. You don't have to worry about cutting yourself on this case. I mean, you cut yourself on this case, you're pretty bad off. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 slots for 3.5 inch drives. What I really like is up here you have 1, 2, 3, 4 slots for 2.5 inch drive SSDs. That's really nice. You normally don't see that at this price point. You have a 120 in the front, 120 in the back. You normally only get 1 fan with a $50 case. This one you get 2. They ain't the most quietest, but they'll get you by, and they are decent fans. They ain't real bad. Here's your tools mechanism for your 5.5 inch bays for your optical drives. You got a big cutout back here for your motherboard tray, which you probably can't see. Let me take off this other side panel here. Try to get some light in there for you to see that cutout. And this side panel comes off just like the other one does. See, there, I don't know if you can see that much better or not. It's got a big cutout here. Your motherboard tray, put it on the aftermarket heat sink. You got a little lip here that your power supply slides under, which is nice. You got routing grommets, 3 of them. There ain't no grommets in them, but there's the routing holes for you to run your cables behind. Well, I got it going this way. You got another intake or exhaust fan hole at the bottom for a 120 or a 140. You got the dust cover here for your PSU power supply. That's nice. Just pull it off, clean it, put it back, which should be done pretty regularly. As you can tell, most of your standoffs are pre-mounted in the case, which is pretty nice. There's all your umbilicals for your USB 3, front headers, all that good happy stuff. On the back of the case, there's your 120 exhaust fan, your hole for your power supply. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slot covers, 7 expansion slots, which is nice. You got I/O cut out. Up here on the top, we have 2 more places for fans, either 120s or 140s. Either will fit in here. Now this does not support water cooling. You'll have to spend a little bit more in a better case if you're going to do any kind of water cooling or all-in-one water loops. Okay, there's your big cutout, like I mentioned before, for your motherboard for your aftermarket heat sinks to go on. You got probably a good ½ inch back here for your cable mount routing. So you can mount your cables back here and keep the inside your case looking nice and pretty. And that's pretty well it, guys. You got some more ventilation over here for your intake. That's pretty well it for the case. It's basically a little $50 case. Like I said, most cases in the $50 price range, you may go and get the 2 fans. Most of them only come with 1. Most of them don't have dedicated SSD brackets. You usually have to put them in a slab for the hard drive, 3.5 inch drives. So it's got the rounded edges. It's got the room behind the motherboard tray for cable management, which is nice at this price point. Most cases at this price point don't have that. So yeah, guys, I believe this is about the best bang for the buck when it comes to the $50 cases. Everybody wants to see is the accessories. Let me show you the accessories that come in the box. I want you guys to say, hey, you didn't do the accessory box. Yeah, I am. Okay, let's get it opened up here. Get it dumped out. You see that? Yeah, you can see that. Alright, they gave us some cable ties to help with the cable management, which is nice. They gave you a box of screws for fans if you want to use the extra slots in the case for the fans. They give you extra screws. They give you a couple of extra standoffs if you need them. It's nice to have extras. I'd rather have too many than not enough. Here's your bag full of coarse thread screws. That's for like your motherboard, your optical drives, 3.5 inch drives. Bag for like your 2.5 inch drives. They're fine threads. Pretty nice. And there's your 4 longer fine thread screws. I believe them's for like extra fans. I don't know why they give you extra long screws. I've never found a use for these actually in all the times I've built this case. So yeah, guys, that's pretty well the overview and the look at the Corsair 200R, and why I say it's the best case for $50. Don't forget to hit the like button or the dislike button, whichever way you feel. Leave me a comment. If you think there's another case for $50 that's better than this one, leave it in the comments. Let me know. I'm always looking for the best stuff for my customers, guys. And I'm always open to criticism, you know. So until next time, you guys have a safe one, and I'll see you in the next video.